does not express the views or opinions of KTBX or its management. KTBX does not endorse the claims made within this program.
Hello, Utah. It's now time for Up with Jim DeBackus.
The show for Utah's progressives. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most controversial issues in the state. Governor Herbert's decision to cut funding for Planned Parenthood. The first governor in 40 years to not take federal money for Planned Parenthood. What is Planned Parenthood? It may not be what you think. Producer Zachary Lusk went in and talked to some Utah teenagers about a remarkable program.
Explain what the program is that you're involved here.
As a community educator, we kind of have to fill in all kinds of gaps. In terms of Teen Council is our peer education program. So we will find and recruit high school students who are interested in doing sexual health and presenting sexual health to their peers. And we spend an academic year, the academic calendar, meeting weekly with them to train them.
We meet about 30, 40 times a school year. It's basically almost like school, just a lot more fun. I have so much more fun here than I do in class.
So we learn different materials like how to teach STIs, sexually transmitted infections, how to teach about contraception, how to teach about consent, healthy relationships. And once we become really strong in that area and really educated in what we're supposed to be educating to other people, we can kind of go and implement that in our community. What
does the sex education in high school look like?
You know, they'll just leave it untouched. It'll be something that they just won't even address, and that's and that's basically okay in most districts. There's not really a part of the curriculum that says, you know, you have to address it. It's kind of more like an option.
In high school sex ed, I just remember learning about puberty and how a baby is born, like the sperm and the egg, and just watching the nature of life. Yeah, I didn't learn much about it until actually joining Teen Council.
Well, I do know that teachers teach the healthy relationships, anatomy and physiology, and STIs, but when they do, and if it's not a peer-led group, more the teacher, you can tell that they don't feel as comfortable, and you can see it also in the students that they don't pay attention, and they're not getting the necessary information that they need so they can develop a bigger background on the situation.
Teachers approach me sometimes when they want us to come in and teach lessons. Like, they'll just come, since I'm the second only one who goes to the school who's in Teen Council. So they'll come to me and have me set up times where we can come in and teach, or kids wanting to know random things about STIs or something because they only know the myths and they want to know the real facts.
The moment you step in and you judge their knowledge and know where to go take your discussion from there, where are they? Where are they starting out at?
Well, definitely it ranges all over the place. It could even depend on the community you're in and which school you're in, and of course the individual. But predominantly, they're very, very low informed.
I do get asked a lot about sexual consent and what to do if they ever are approached and they don't feel safe, or whether it is in school, in their own household, or even in their neighborhood. When we're giving them these answers, it's just a moment of, mind blown.
Do you think that teens are getting the sex education that they need to have safe sex in their lives in public education?
No.
No?
Well, with what we do, yes, but that helps it a lot. But I think if we weren't there to help teach it, I don't think they would be getting enough information about safe sex and how to protect themselves against STIs or anything like that.
A lot of people in Utah feel as if these sort of conversations can make children more promiscuous or more likely to have sex, or you're just promoting sex. Is that true?
I'm really glad you asked that, because that is actually a misconception that exists out there. So we see that when young people are taught about sex ed, it doesn't increase their likelihood to have sex. It actually decreases their likelihood to have sex. So, we can show that actually by going through this programming, they're less likely to have sex early on.
I think why the peer-to-peer education, sexual education, is so successful is because it's so much more relatable to talk to somebody your own age, and also just seeing somebody talk about it in a serious light, in a light that it's not shameful, it's not embarrassing, it's just upfront and really informative. And I think that's so much different than other places you could go. I mean, obviously, being a teenager with your parents, it's a really, it's a hard time. Sometimes you don't really get along with your parents, or you don't know how to connect with them on that level. And even just going on the internet, like, you're not necessarily going to find very accurate information. You're exposed to a lot of different things. So I definitely feel like a resource at my school amongst my peers.
This organization does a lot for the community, and it's more than just dispensing birth control. It's more than just offering safe and legal abortions. We do a lot of preventative care, right? So we prevent unplanned pregnancies. We prevent the spread of STDs, whether it's through education, whether it's through testing, or whether it is through, dispensing things like birth control or offering free condoms.
Thanks, producer Zachary Lusk, for talking to those brave, articulate high school students. Today on Up, we'll be talking about Governor Herbert's decision to cut funding for Planned Parenthood and how it affects the health care of so many low-income Utah women. Also coming up, our lively roundtable. Stay with us.